Welcome back to the AI Daily Business Brief. I'm Paul Knox. We'll have 4 quick hits and 1 deep dive from the last 24 hours. Today's a long episode, so I'll get right into it. The deep dive covers OpenAI purchasing Sky. We have 4 quick hits on power, policy, edge, and privacy. Sources are dated and linked in our newsletter, also published daily. Deep dive. OpenAI acquires Software Applications Incorporated. This is the team behind Sky for Mac. Quick hit number 1 is a $15 billion Stargate data center in Wisconsin. Number 2, there's pressure on Apple to allow outside apps on the iOS store. Quick hit number 3, Meta's ExecuTorch 1.0 reaches general availability. Quick hit number 4, OpenAI returns to 30-day data retention. OpenAI acquires Sky. ChatGPT is moving from chat to real desktop control. On October 23rd, 2025, OpenAI said it acquired Software Applications Incorporated. Source OpenAI. All team members join OpenAI. The post disclosed a passive Altman-linked fund. The deal was approved by independent transaction and audit committees. Sky is a natural language layer that floats over your map and it takes action inside of your applications. Source, this comes from Sky. It sees what's on your screen. It can click, type, and trigger app workflows. Numbers. Founded in 2023, it's roughly a dozen people large, 6.5 million in funding raised. Sky shows a floating overlay and runs actions in mail, calendar, and files. What does OpenAI get from this? OpenAI says it will bring Sky's deep macOS integration into ChatGPT. That means native actions like file moves, email drafts, window control, and tool use on device. That is not just a plugin, it's a context for Windows, files, and running apps. Example, it's like Microsoft's Copilot's fall release that adds coordinated actions across productivity apps. Governance and control. Desktop agents do see sensitive data. It should be treated like production software. It requires identity, binding, policy checks, sign traces, and fast rollback. External signal: 2 United States federal judges reported AI-related drafting errors, risk management matters. This comes from Reuters. How to pilot. Start with 10 max. The owner is IT department. Enable least privilege actions. Turn on full logging. Gate high-risk actions with human in the loop. Review logs daily for the first month. Add a 5-minute rollback target for any bad actions. Map each action to a user, a policy, and a ticket. I went fast. If you've been watching, this is a common trend on agent rollouts and new products that have access to product systems and sensitive data. KPI and cadences to watch for. Mean time to detect a bad action. Mean time to rewind to the good state. Percent of actions with a policy and a trace attached. Coverage across providers. OpenAI, Copilot, Amazon, Bedrock. Again, very similar to the other agents product rollouts that we've seen over the week. Move number 1, pilot one high-value desktop workflow owned by IT. The metric is percent of actions with policy and trace. Quick step, enable least privilege and daily log review. Move number 2, run a monthly rollback drill. It should be owned by security. The metric we're watching for is mean time to restore in minutes. Quick step, simulate one authorized action and restore within 5 minutes. Takeaway: ChatGPT is leaving the browser. It's building desktop-grade governance before you roll out. 4 quick hits. Stargate data center. OpenAI, Oracle, and Vantage data centers announced a $15 billion Stargate site in Wisconsin on October 22nd. Operator takeaway: track regional power, fiber, and substantiation projects. This build will pull real capacity from the Midwest. Quick hit number 2, iOS app stores. There's new regulatory pressure that may force Apple to allow third-party app stores. This was published on October 23rd by Malwarebytes. Operators takeaway expects new distribution for AI apps, planned compliance and revenue share now. ExecuTorch 1.0 is now live. Meta announced ExecuTorch has general availability at PyTorch Conference 2022 on October 2025. This will roll out. Operator takeaway, if you deploy on device models, test ExecuTorch for mobile and embedded targets. OpenAI, quick hit number 4, OpenAI data retention. OpenAI returned to its standard 30-day data deletion after a legal hold ended on October 22nd. Operator takeaway, confirm retention and logging settings before you're enabling API logs. That is the AI Daily Business Brief. I am Paul Knox. One story you can act on, 4 signals you can price in. Sources, again, are linked in our newsletter. Thanks.